morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Now, yesterday we have started with the economics lesson number 1, in which we have seen about the factors, factors of what production, and we have already read about that land factors also are called as organization of production or factors of production. In this, we have read about first land, then what is labor, what all includes in the labor, then physical capital also, what things are included in physical capital. Physical capital again be divided into fixed and working capital, and fixed capital, tools, machines, and buildings will be included, whereas working capital, raw material, and money in hand will be there. Then next we have started with the detailed study of all these factors. First, we have read about land is fixed. That is about the land. That is land. The area of land is fixed for the cultivation, and for that, to increase the area, the wastelands, which are the lands which are wasted, means which are still now not cultivated, they are also means made into cultivable land. They are also converted into cultivable land, and thus little bit can be increased. Little bit area can be increased in the uh, for cultivation purpose. Then next, today we are going to start with this paragraph, that is the standard unit of measuring land is hectare. You can underline this also. What is the standard unit of measuring land? लैंड को कैसे मेजर करते हैं? हेक्टर से.
Ma'am, by hectare.
Clear? And thou in villages you may find land areas being discussed in local units like बीघा, गुंटा, etc. मीन्स लोकल लैंग्वेज में अगर हम विलेजेस में जाकर देखेंगे तो वहां पर हमें बीघा, कितना बीघा जमीन है, इस टाइप से मीन्स people talk among themselves about the land in these bigha and gunta and all, but the standard unit for measuring land is hectare. Then 1 hectare equals the area of the square with one side measuring 100 meters. Now this is the measurement, that 1 hectare equals the area of a square with one side measuring 100 meters. 100 मीटर का एक साइड अगर मेजर करते हैं, that is 1 hectare, and you can compare the area of 1 hectare field with the area of the school ground. Now this is not, but just you have to keep this in mind, that the standard unit of measuring land is hectare, plus the local units, the people, village people are using the words like biga and gunta, and the 1 hectare equals the area of square with one side measuring 100 meters. Now second main factor is there a way one can grow more some from the same land? Means, is there anything else, other way, any other way in which one can grow more from the same land? एक ही लैंड से कुछ ज्यादा उगा सकते हैं क्या? मीन्स क्रॉप्स प्रोडक्शन हो सकती है कि नहीं हो सकती है? दिस इज टू बी केप्ट इन माइंड. नाउ how this can be done? In the kind of crop grown and facilities available, Palampur would resemble a village of western part of the state in Uttar Pradesh. Now, uh, Palampur would resemble a village. Now, as Palampur is a what imaginary village, now it most probably resemble a village in the western part of the state of Uttar Pradesh. Now, here in this paragraph, we are going to read about the multiple cropping production. In this paragraph, we are going to read about the multiple cropping production, in which we can grow more and more crops on the same one particular land piece, because previously only we had noticed that land area is fixed, that it cannot be increased in future. That is why. So all land is cultivated in Palampur. Whatever land is there available in Palampur, it is all cultivable land. No land is left idle, means without uh, farming. No land is left idle, means without cultivation. During the rainy season, Kharif farmers grow jawar and bajra. Now, which is the kharif season? The rainy season is called as kharif season. You can underline this. And in this kharif season, that is the rainy season, farmers grow jawar and bajra during the rainy season. Now, these plants are used as cattle feeds. Now, this jawar and bajra also is used for the cattle feed, food of the cattle. Now, it is followed by the cultivation of potato between October and December. Now, after rainy season, in October and December, which other crops are grown? Potatoes. It is followed by the cultivation of potato between October and December. Means October और December में जैसे ही रेनी सीजन खत्म होता है, जवार बाजरा की खेती हार्वेस्टेड हो जाती है. Then what happens? The cultivation of potato is done by the farmers on the same piece of land. Now the winter season. Winter season is called as Rabi.
Rabi.
Fields are sown with wheat. अब विंटर सीजन आ गया, दिसंबर आ गया, विंटर सीजन आ गया, दिसंबर जनवरी. Then at that time, wheat is sown on the same field. So from the wheat produced, farmers keep enough wheat for the family's consumption and sell the surplus wheat at the market at Raiganj. Now farmers produce enough of wheat during this winter season, and some part of the cultivation of wheat they keep it for the consumption of the family members, means for their own family to use that production of cultivation of wheat. But the surplus part, surplus means the extra production of wheat, whichever farmer has done the surplus production of wheat, that is sold in the market of Raiganj. Now, a part of the land area is also devoted to sugarcane, which is harvested once every year. Now, only a part of the land area is also given to the crop of sugarcane to be grown on that particular part of that land. Same land is there. Now, see, this land is same, but the different types of crops are grown in different season. So in this way, sugarcane in its raw form or as jaggery is sold to traders in Shahpur. Now, either sugarcane in its raw form is sold in the Shahpur और इन द फॉर्म ऑफ जैगरी, या उसका गुड़ बना करके ट्रेडर्स को इन शाहपुर, ट्रेडर्स मीन्स द वन हु आर इंडल्ज इन द इम्पोर्ट एंड एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स. तो इन ट्रेडर्स को ये शाहपुर में जैगरी बेच देते हैं. सो द फील्ड इज सेम, but on the same field, according to the season, bajra, jawar, wheat, potatoes, and then finally sugarcane is grown on the same field. The main reason why farmers are able to grow three different crops in a year in Palampur is due to well-developed system of irrigation. Now, why these different types of crops are grown on the same land in the whole year? पूरे साल में three different types of crops कैसे grown कर देते हैं farmers? Because of the well developed system of irrigation facilities बहुत अच्छी है वहां पर. Irrigation facilities means to water the plants. Electricity come early to Palampur. Now electricity came early to Palampur. Its major impact was to transform the system of irrigation, that is Persian wheels were till then used by the farmers to draw water from the wells and irrigate small fields. People saw that as electric run tube wells could irrigate much larger areas of land more effectively. Now, what happened? Previously, Persian wheels were used. When electricity was not there at that time, the farmers used the Persian wheels. Persian wheels जो होते थे पुराने जमाने के पानी निकालने के लिए to irrigate the fields. So farmer used the Persian wheels पानी के लिए Persian wheels को use करते थे fields को irrigate करने के लिए. But as electricity came in Palampur, the use of electric run tube wells was there, and finally the fields were irrigated by this tube wells, electric run tube wells. The first few tube wells were installed by the government. Now first few tube wells were installed by the government means government के द्वारा पहले जैसे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आई तो ये जो ट्यूब वेल्स है वो पहले कुछ ट्यूब वेल्स गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा इस विलेज में पालमपुर विलेज में लगाए गए. Soon, however, farmers started setting up private ट्यूबवेल्स. धीरे धीरे क्या करा, फार्मर्स ने अपने खुद के ट्यूबवेल्स लगाने शुरू कर दिए प्राइवेट. As a result, by mid 1970s, the entire cultivated area of 20 hectares, 200 hectares was irrigated. Now, finally, what happened when farmers were having their own private tube wells also? Now, in 1970, the entire cultivated area of 200 hectares was irrigated. पूरा area एक साथ में irrigate हो सकता था with the help of electric run tube wells. Not all villages in India have such high level of irrigation. दूसरे किसी villages में इस type का well इलेक्ट्रिक डेवलप ट्यूबवेल्स वगैरह इरिगेशन पर्पस के लिए यूज होता, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था दूसरे विलेजेस में as compared to the village Palampur. Apart from the riverine plains, coastal regions in our country are well irrigated. Coastal regions, regions near the seas, they are well irrigated. In contrast, plateau regions such as the Deccan Plateau have low levels of irrigation. Of the total cultivated land in the country, the little less than 40% is irrigated. Even today, अभी भी 40 से भी कम जो लैंड है वो इरिगेटेड हो रही है. In the remaining areas, is farming is largely dependent on the rainfall. अभी भी ये ट्यूबवेल्स हर विलेज में नहीं आए हैं. That is why still farmers are lagging to irrigate the fields with the tubewells, and still they are mostly dependent on the rainfall for the irrigation purpose. To grow more than one crop or on a piece of land during the year is called multiple cropping. Now underline this. What do you mean by multiple cropping? To grow more than one crop, साल भर में, पूरे एक ईयर में, पूरे साल में एक से ज्यादा क्रॉप उस पर्टिकुलर पीस ऑफ लैंड, सिंगल पीस ऑफ लैंड में उगाई जाए, then it is called as multiple cropping. That we have seen just now. In different season, different types of crops were grown on the same field. It is the most common way of increasing production on the given piece of land. और ये एक तरीके से in क्या है, इट इज अ वे टू इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्शन, क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज करने के लिए. वन सिंगल लैंड, अब लैंड कैन नॉट बी increased in village Palampur, it is fixed, and that is why the production, how to increase the production. Now the villagers had made the multiple cropping system on that particular piece of land to increase the production. All farmers in Palampur grow at least two main crops. Many are growing potatoes as the third crop. Rarely two crops are grown, that is jawar, bajra and wheat. But कुछ farmers potato भी as a third crop grow करने लग गए हैं in the past 15 to 20 years. Now these are the different crops which are grown in Palampur. Now you have seen that one way of increasing production from the same land is multiple cropping system. So to increase production from the same land is a multiple cropping system. The other way is to use modern method of for high yield. अब दूसरा वे क्या है, फर्स्ट वे हमने देखा टू इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्शन, फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट वे वी हैव सीन इज मल्टीपल क्रॉपिंग, एंड द नेक्स्ट इज modern farming methods. By using the modern farming methods to higher the yield, to increase the yield. Yield means to increase the production. Clear? अब प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज करने के लिए पहला तो क्या वे यूज किया गया फार्मर ने फॉर द मल्टीपल क्रॉपिंग सिस्टम. सेकेंड वे इज टू यूज द मॉडर्न methods of irrigation or modern methods of farming. Yield is measured as crop produced on the given piece of land during a single season. Now, what do you mean by the word yield? Yield से आप क्या समझते हो? Yield is a, now you can underline this also. Yield is measured as crop produced on the given piece of land during a single season. एक सीजन में कितना क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन हुआ है उस पर्टिकुलर पीस ऑफ लैंड में, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज यील्ड. Total crop production done on the single piece of land in one single season, it is called as yield. In that case, द मेजरमेंट ऑफ यील्ड इज देन द क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन, कितना क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन हुआ है वो मेजर इस बात से करता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर सीजन में एक पर्टिकुलर लैंड पीस पे कितना क्रॉप्स ग्रो हुआ है. Till the mid 1960s, the seeds used in cultivation were traditional ones. Up till mid 1960s, जो 1960s में यूज करते थे फार्मर्स, वो सीड कैसे सीड्स थे? ट्रेडिशनल सीड्स थे, पुराने जो चले आ रहे हैं सदियों से, वही सीड्स क्रॉप्स ग्रो करने के लिए यूज करते थे विद रिलेटिवली लो यील्ड. और उससे क्या होता था? लो प्रोडक्शन होता था. क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन जो होता था वो लो हो लो होता था. क्लियर? Then what happened? The production increased. Traditional seeds needed less irrigation. And why they were using these traditional seeds? They were using traditional seeds because it needed less irrigation. उस वक्त जब Persian wheat use होता था, तब क्या होता था? Irrigation के लिए problem होती थी. They had to depend on the rain. So that is why that they used the traditional seeds which needed the less irrigation. This is was the importance of traditional seeds, that they need less irrigation. Farmers use cow dung and other natural manure as fertilizers. Now, for fertilizer purposes, uh, fertilizer for fertilizers also they used the natural things, that is the cow dung. All these were readily available with the farmers who did not have to buy them. और ये सब चीजें farmers के पास already available होती थी, and in these cases they the farmers did not had to spend any money for purchasing these fertilizers or the seeds. Now, as the Green Revolution came in late 1960s, the Indian farmers to cultivation of wheat rice using high yielding variety, that is HYVs of seeds. Now, as the Green Revolution in the late 1960s introduced, the Indian farmer also started to use high yielding varieties of seeds. High yielding variety of seeds, in short, it is said as HYV seed. So now Indian farmer also started to increase the cultivation. अपना crop production increase करने के लिए अब उन्होंने क्या करा? Use of which type of seeds was it? Hello?
Ma'am, high yielding variety.
High yielding. Yielding means production of crop. High yielding varieties of seeds were used. Now, Green Revolution. What was Green Revolution here? Green Revolution was, it was the time when a large increase in crop production in developing countries was there by use of artificial fertilizers, pesticides, and high yielding crop varieties. ये सब use करके production increase करना, that is called as green revolution. जब crop production increase करने के लिए artificial fertilizers, pesticides या इस टाइप की सीड्स यूज किया गया जिससे कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन हो, and that time was called as green revolution, and it was in late 1960s. Compared to the traditional seeds, the HYV seeds promise to produce much greater amount of grain on the single plant. एक जगह पर एक पर्टिकुलर पीस ऑफ लैंड पे पहले जितना प्रोडक्शन होता था ट्रेडिशनल फार्मिंग मेथड से, अब जब ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन आ गया तो कंपैरिजन में अब ज्यादा अमाउंट ऑफ ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन होने लगा, क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा होने लगा विद द यूज ऑफ HYV सीड्स, हाई यील्डिंग वैरायटी ऑफ सीड्स. हाई यील्डिंग मींस ज्यादा से ज्यादा, यील्डिंग मींस क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन varieties में होने लगा. Now, as the result, the same piece of land would now produce farm far larger quantities of food grains that was possible than was possible earlier. पहले जैसे available नहीं था इतना production high quantity में, big quantity में, large quantity में इतना production available नहीं होता था पहले. अब with the use of HYV seeds, the crop production was increased on one particular piece of land. Now, HYV seeds, however, needed plenty of water, but the thing was that the traditional seeds needed less irrigation, whereas HYV seeds need plenty of water, and also chemical fertilizers and pesticides to produce best results. The one benefit was there in using HYVCs, that the crop production was increased. But on the other hand, with the increase of the crop production, there was a need of plenty of water, chemical fertilizers, pesticides for the best result, अच्छे result के लिए. Now, what is pesticides? Pesticides is the substance for destroying the insects, है ना? Harmful insects or harmful organisms which are harmful for the crops. Clear? What are pesticides? Hello. Sleeping or what?
Ma'am, to kill the harmful insects which are
Ah,
to kill the insects which are harmful for crops.
very good. So that is why with the increase of crop production, these things were also needed. Chemical fertilizers, pesticides for the best result for the product of the production. Now these figure 1.4 shows the modern farming method, that is HY seeds, chemical fertilizers, etc. So these are all the modern farming methods. So to increase the production, first multiple cropping system was there. Second, what method was used to increase the production?
Ma'am, HYV.
Ma'am,
HY,
high yield.
first multiple cropping system. Second, overall we can say modern farming methods. है ना? First multiple cropping system was used. Second, modern farming methods were used for increase in the production. And in modern farming methods, all this will be coming: farm machinery, HYV seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, dams, electricity, pump sets, and all these. Clear? Now, higher yield was possible only from the combination of HYV seeds, irrigation, chemical fertilizers, and pesticides, etc. Now, with the use of HYV seeds, it was very important for the use of irrigation facilities, chemical fertilizers, and pesticides. With the combination of all these things only, then only it was possible for increase in the production of the crop. एक चीज के यूज करने से क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज नहीं होगा, but if we are using the modern methods of farming, then we have to combine the seeds also, the irrigation method also, the fertilizers also, and the pesticides also for the crop production, increase in the crop production. Clear? So you can underline this also. Higher yields were possible only from a combination of HYV seeds, irrigation, chemical fertilizers, and pesticides. Now, next, farmers of Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh, Western Uttar Pradesh, were first to try out the modern method, farming method in India. Underline this also. Which farmers? The state of which farmer? Sorry, the farmers of which state?
Punjab.
The farmers of which state tried this modern?
Ma'am,
Punjab,
Punjab, Haryana,
Haryana,
and Western Uttar
Western
Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, underline this. The farmers in those regions set up wells for irrigation and made use of HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers and pesticides in the farming. अब इन states के farmers ने सबसे पहले ये modern methods use करा with the use of HYV seeds, high yielding variety of seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides for their farming to increase the production on their farm. Some of them brought farm machinery, कुछ कुछ तो farm machineries भी लेकर आ गए. Which are these farm machineries? Tractors and threshers, which made plowing and harvesting faster. अब जब ज़्यादा crop production हो गया, तो new machineries were needed, and for that tractors जरूरत हुई, threshers की जरूरत हुई. Threshers is also a part of farm machinery, जिससे कि ज्यादा से जल्दी से जल्दी farm work हो सके. So plowing and harvesting faster will make the plowing and harvesting faster. They were rewarded with high yields of wheat. और जब इन लोगों ने ये modern farming method use किया with the farm machineries, new farming machineries, then what was the reward? उनको क्या result मिला? रिजल्ट मिला हाई यील्ड ऑफ
high
व्हीट,
yields of wheat.
बहुत ज्यादा क्वांटिटी में व्हीट प्रोडक्शन हुआ. So in Palampur, the yield of wheat grown from the traditional varieties was 1300 kg per hectare. हर पर हेक्टर पे पहले जब हम ट्रेडिशनल सीड्स यूज करते थे, ट्रेडिशनल मेथड यूज करते थे, तो ओनली द क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन वाज 1300 किलोमीटर पर हेक्टर. एंड विद HYV सीड्स कितना इंक्रीज हो गया? 32 किलोमीटर,
3200.
सॉरी किलोग्राम, 32 किलोग्राम पर हेक्टर. सो पहले तो 1300 किलोग्राम हेक्टर पर हेक्टर ही क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन होता था. अब HYVC मॉडर्न मेथड यूज करके इंक्रीमेंट हुआ क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन में 3200 किलोग्राम. इतना प्रोडक्शन में इंक्रीज हुआ. Now there was a large increase in production of the wheat. Farmers now had greater amounts of surplus wheat to sell in the market. अब farmers के पास surplus wheat means extra wheat हो गया उनके पास. अब वो क्या मार्केट में सेल आउट करके और प्रॉफिट गेन कर सकते हैं. Now they can earn more money by selling this surplus wheat, extra wheat which was produced through the modern farming methods. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, here modern farming methods require the farmer to start with more cash than before. अब modern farming methods से farmers को more cash मिलने लगा because the surplus wheat was now sold in the markets. Now, will the land sustain? Will the land sustain means लैंड के ऊपर क्या इफेक्ट पड़ेगा इन सब मॉडर्न वेराइटीज को यूज करके? व्हाट विल बी द इफेक्ट ऑन द लैंड? नाउ लैंड बीइंग अ नेचुरल रिसोर्स, इट इज नेसेसरी टू बी केयरफुल इन इट्स यूज. अब लैंड क्या है? एक तरीके का नेचुरल रिसोर्स है. सो इट इज वेरी यूज नेसेसरी फॉर द केयरफुल यूज ऑफ दिस natural resource, that is land. Now scientific reports indicate that the modern farming methods have overused the natural resource base. अब साइंटिफिकली रिपोर्ट्स बताती हैं कि जब हमने मॉडर्न मेथड ऑफ फार्मिंग यूज किया, देन व्हाट वाज देयर? द प्रॉब्लम वाज दैट वी हैव ओवर यूज द नेचुरल रिसोर्स. इस नेचुरल रिसोर्स का, लैंड का हमने ओवर यूज कर लिया. ओवर यूज कर लिया मीन्स उसको जितना ज्यादा उससे हमें प्रॉफिट गेन हो सकता था उतना ज्यादा हमने उसको यूज में लेकर के क्रॉप्स उसमें उगाया. That means now these we will see the ill effects of the green revolution here. In a green revolution आया, green revolution से क्या हुआ? मॉडर्न फार्मिंग मेथड्स है. अब मॉडर्न फार्मिंग मेथड से क्या ill effects हुए लैंड पर? तो ill effects of the green revolution we will see in this paragraph. In many areas, green revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility. क्या ill effect हुआ? Loss of soil fertility
Loss
due
of
to
soil
the increased
fertility.
use of केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स.
Chemical
केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स ज्यादा से ज्यादा यूज होने लगे तो क्या हो गया? सॉइल की जो फर्टिलिटी है, भूमि जो पहले हम भूमि को उपजाऊ भूमि मानते थे, अब वो इतनी फर्टाइल लैंड नहीं रह पाई. Also, continuous use of groundwater from tube well irrigation has led to the depletion of water table. अब continuous use of groundwater for tube well से continuously हम लोग ground water use कर रहे हैं, तो क्या हो गया? इससे water table जो होगा, जो क्वांटिटी ऑफ वाटर है अवेलेबल, ये डिप्लीट हो गई. डिप्लीट मीन्स लेस हो गई, कम हो, अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वाटर हो गया. नीचे जमीन में पानी कम अवेलेबिलिटी हो गई. Now environment resources like soil fertility and groundwater are built up over years. और ये soil fertility और जो ground level water उसको वापस regain करने के लिए क्या होता है? Thousands of years are needed for the regain of soil fertility and even the groundwater. Clear? So once it destroyed, it is very difficult to restore them. एक बार खत्म हो जाता है तो इसको they are non-renewable, they are renewable, but it takes over the years. बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लगता है इनको वापस से काम में लेने के लिए. Then we must take care of the environment to ensure future development of agriculture. और agriculture का future development के लिए हमें it is very necessary from our part that the careful use should be made of this land as a natural resource. So here in this paragraph, the whole lot of crop cultivation was there with the use of modern facilities, modern methods. But then also with the coming of green revolution, few ill effects was there, and it is shown in this paragraph. Chemical fertilizers provide minerals which dissolves in water and are immediately available to the plants, but these may not be retained in the soil for long. ज़्यादा समय तक ये soil में नहीं रहते हैं, and they may escape from the soil and pollute ground water. और ground water को क्या करते हैं? Pollute कर देते हैं, rivers और lakes के water को भी pollute कर देते हैं. And thus chemical fertilizers can also kill bacteria and other microorganism in the soil. कुछ microorganism और bacteria जो soil में present रहते हैं उसको भी chemical fertilizers kill कर देते हैं. This means some time of after their use the soil will be less fertile. और जो ये bacteria microorganisms ये जो soil की fertility में enhance करते हैं, ये क्या होता है इससे जब ये किल हो जाते हैं केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स के यूज से, तो सॉइल बिकम लेस फर्टाइल. And the consumption of chemical fertilizers in Punjab is the highest in the country. So the consumption use of chemical fertilizers in Punjab is highest among the other countries. Now the continuous use of chemical fertilizers has led to degradation of soil health. Means continuously अगर chemical fertilizers use हो रहा है तो soil की condition पे बहुत ज़्यादा ill effect पड़ रहा है, गलत effect पड़ रहा है, and soil is losing its fertility. Punjab farmers are now forced to use more and more chemical fertilizers and other inputs to achieve some production level. This means cost of cultivation is raising very fast. Cost of cultivation is raising very fast. Means ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पैसा अब लग रहा है क्रॉप कल्टीवेशन के लिए, जो फार्मर्स न्यू मॉडर्न मेथड्स को यूज कर रहे हैं. Then how is land distributed between the farmers of पालमपुर? अब पालमपुर के फार्मर्स के बीच में लैंड कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हुआ है? यू मस्ट हैव रियलाइज्ड हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट लैंड इज फॉर फार्मिंग. अब आपको पता लग गया होगा कि लैंड कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है फार्मिंग के लिए. And unfortunately, not all people engaged in agriculture have sufficient land for cultivation. But all those people who are engaged in agricultural purpose, they are not having their own land. इतनी land नहीं होती है उनके पास जितना कि वो cultivate कर सकें. So in Palampur, about 1/3 of the 450 families are landless. So how many families are landless? These are the number given about the number of families. 450 families में से टोटल 450 families रहती है पालमपुर में से, उसमें से 1/3 families का क्या है? दे आर लैंडलेस. उनके पास किसी तरह की लैंड नहीं है, वो दूसरों की लैंड पे काम करते हैं. दैट इज 150 families. मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर दलित्स एंड दे हैव नो लैंड फॉर कल्टीवेशन. दलित्स हैं, बिलोंग्स टू लो कास्ट, और इसीलिए वो कल्टीवेशन नहीं कर पाते हैं अपनी लैंड के लिए. ऑफ द रिमेनिंग फैमिलीज, जो बची हुई फैमिलीज है, अब उसमें क्या है? 240 फैमिलीज कल्टीवेट स्मॉल प्लॉट्स. 240 फैमिलीज के पास छोटे प्लॉट्स है, छोटे लैंड एरिया है जहां पर वो कल्टीवेशन करते हैं. प्लॉट्स ऑफ लैंड लेस देन 2 हेक्टर्स. और इनके पास कितनी लैंड है? साइज क्या है?
Less
than 2
hectares.
hectares. And cultivation of such plots doesn't bring adequate income for the farmer's family. और इतने छोटे से प्लॉट पर कल्टीवेशन करना ये फार्मर की फैमिली पे मींस एडिक्वेट इनकम नहीं हो पाता है, सफिशिएंट इनकम नहीं गेन कर पाता है फार्मर इतने छोटे से हेक्टर की जमीन पर अपना कल्टीवेशन प्रोडक्शन करने के बाद. Clear? Now this is the story of Govind as a farmer who has got 2.25 hectares of largely unirrigated land. With the help of these 3 sons, Govind cultivated the land through they didn't live very comfortably. ये 3 अपने बेटों के साथ इस लैंड पे, छोटी सी लैंड पे काम करता है, बट Still, the family managed to feed itself with a little bit of extra income from one buffalo that the family possessed. इतनी इनकम नहीं होती, इतनी प्रोडक्शन उस लैंड पे नहीं होती है, बट थोड़ा बहुत जो इनकम होती है वो कैसे होती है, उनके पास एक भैंस है,
Buffaloes.
बफलो है, ठीक है ना, उससे थोड़ा बहुत वो इनकम गेन कर लेते हैं. एंड रेस्ट ईच वन ऑफ नाउ हैज अ प्लॉट ऑफ लैंड दैट इज ओनली 0.7. अब उन्होंने लैंड डिवाइड कर दी अपने बच्चों के बीच में. अब उनके पास और छोटा पोर्शन हो गया साइज में. हर बच्चे के पास जब अगर लैंड डिवाइड, वैसे ही 2.25 हेक्टर थी, छोटा प्लॉट था, अब उसको भी उन्होंने अपने बेटों में डिवाइड कर दिया. तो अब हर बच्चे के पास बहुत ज्यादा छोटा साइज हो गया लैंड का. नाउ गोविंद सन्स आर नॉट एबल टू मेक अ लिविंग फ्रॉम देयर लैंड. अब वो अपने लैंड से अपना रोज का कंजम्पशन भी पूरा नहीं कर पाते हैं, लाइवलीहुड भी पूरा नहीं हो पाता है. एंड दे हैव टू लुक फॉर एडिशनल वर्क ड्यूरिंग द पार्ट ऑफ द ईयर. और दूसरे समय के लिए उनको अब दूसरा कोई काम देखना पड़ता है. नाउ फ्रॉम आवर नेक्स्ट क्लास टुमारो वी आर गोइंग टू कंटिन्यू विद, you can see. Okay, till then you read
Thank
the
you, ma'am.
code. That's all for today. Thank you.